Hi everybody, this is a story called The Enormous Turnip. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old lady. They lived in a little old house with a great big garden. One day, the little old man planted 1, 2, 3 turnip seeds. He watered them 1, 2, 3 times until one day the turnips grew and grew and grew. One of the turnips grew bigger than all of the rest. It grew bigger and bigger and bigger until it was enormous. Goodness gracious me, said the little old man. We must pull it up and eat it for our tea. The little old man held on very tightly and he pulled with all his might. He pulled and he pulled and he pulled, but the enormous turnip would not come up. So he called for the little old woman. Little old woman, come and help me, please. Then she held on to the old man and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but the enormous turnip would not come up. So he called for the little boy. Little boy, come and help me, please. So the little boy held on to the little old woman, and the little woman held on to the little old man, and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but the enormous turnip would not come up. So he called for the little girl. Little girl, come and help me, please. So the little girl held on to the little boy, and the little boy held on to the little old woman, and the little old woman held on to the little man, and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but the enormous turnip would not come up. So he called for the dog. Dog, come and help me, please. So the dog held on to the little girl, and the little girl held on to the little boy, and the little boy held on to the little old woman, and the little old woman held on to the little old man, and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, but still the enormous turnip would not come up. So he called for the cat. Cat, come and help me, please. So the cat held on to the dog, and the dog held on to the little girl, and the little girl held on to the little boy, and the little boy held on to the little old woman, and the little old woman held on to the little old man, and they pulled and they pulled and they pulled, and suddenly, pop! Out came the enormous turnip, and finally they fell over and over and over and over onto the ground. Now I can make turnip soup for us all, said the little old man. And so he did. And that was the end of the enormous turnip. The end.